Hello Gemini, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm going to use the They Lima Tarot. There's the box. It's by Renata Lechner. That's how you spell it. Supportive cards are Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Already shuffled. Let's see what we got. So this carries through the whole, okay, that's good. Alright, now, well, this is a read for Gemini, clearly. The strongest thing I'm noticing here is the support you have. Because I'm getting the Two of Cups as support for you. There's a lot of support for you right now. And there's prosperity, like people believe in you. And I'm getting like people really want to help. Like I feel like there's a lot of like support, there's a lot of belief in the way you're going. I feel like people want to help you make things happen. Okay, so that being what it is, I got the Ace of Swords at the top for you. It's not just about having ideas about what you want to do. You actually chose something, and you know what you want to do. I feel like you know, and you're moving forward, and you're looking for support, and you're getting it. Okay, it seems very straightforward. So this seems like this is going well, and I feel like the whole thing is going to go well, but I'm noticing even in the beginning when you're starting and you got the Ace of Swords, you've chosen what you want, you know what you want. You're looking for that support. You're getting that support. People believe in you. Things are looking very good. Temperance is telling me, even though you got that support, and people are on board, it's still going to take some time. It's not going to be just a quick flash and start. It's going to be kind of like, this is what I want. This is what I need. People are agreeing, and I feel like it's taking form. It's like forming over time. How much time is kind of, depending on what's going on here. But I do feel like it's starting off. You're getting that support. It's going forward. You're getting the support. It's building over time. It's kind of like a puzzle that's getting put together. All the supporting pieces are coming together. The more you talk about it, the more people are helping you. People are helping you pull it together. You're putting together what you need. You're looking for other resources. It seems like a complicated puzzle, but it's going together quite well, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing. All right, it is taking some work, though. It is definitely taking some work to keep on it. It's kind of like a game to you, though. Like I feel like it's exciting because like you know all the pieces are there. You're just trying to find them and see how do they best fit together. And I feel like you're enjoying this. You're having fun. Okay, now, I'm getting it keeps going and keeps going, and I do feel you successfully complete the puzzle to get it to start. So everything seems to come together. You got the Four of Wands. You built you built it the way you needed to. You got all the pieces. You put them together the way you needed to, like for whatever you need to make this start. It's like you got everything in different places. You got everything you needed. You did it. You succeeded. And now that you got it all together, now it's going forward. Okay. Now, so you chose it, you kept with it, you got it together, and here you go. Okay. Now, I was so trying to not let that yawn come through because I know that that's starting to, it's talking about something a little different here, but we'll see. Because we're heading towards something. It's good, but it seems like something's a little... We'll find out. You got this card. This is the Page of Pentacles. Nope. This is the Page of Wands. But it feels like the Pentacles because I feel like it took you a while to get here. You've had dedicated effort to get to here. You worked to get to here. You put the piece together. You put the puzzle together. You garnered all that support. And I also feel like that support is also just naturally pushing you into like the limelight, pushing you forward, pushing you into the arena. Like, whatever you wanted to make happen, it has a momentum of its own. Now that the puzzle's together, it just naturally comes into just naturally comes into play. Like you have it all together and now it's happening. Like it's like it took a life of its own. And I'm getting that you're liking that it's just seeming to take a life of its own. You got the joy card. It all came together, you were successful, and it's starting. It's starting effortlessly. It's just going forward. Now this is interesting because I'm getting people have a lot of confidence in you. They believe in you. They want to make this happen for you. They want to help you make this happen. So they're just going ahead and doing the next step that naturally should happen. They're just very, like, people are so supportive though, but I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say. Like, this is a self-start situation. Like, you garnered the support to get the pieces together to get the support, but not only that, but it's like they're not just coming together and offering you support, they're moving forward. They're just moving forward naturally. Like, they're not waiting for you to say it's time to go forward. They're going forward and they're making this happen for you. Okay, so I'm getting like the momentum is carrying forward at this point, and it's not... the momentum that's going forward is not in your control. Okay, so that's the rough energy. Because you're very happy, and at first you're like, this is great, it's going ahead, and it has a life of its own, and this is what I want. The thing is, you also have the Five of Swords here, which it's moving forward on its own effort, but it is starting to morph away from what you originally wanted. That's where the tough energy is. Because it's going forward on its own. Everybody's helping. Everybody's moving it forward. Oh, every time I get here, it's rough energy. Because I feel like it's changing from what you originally wanted. And people are just making decisions for you. You don't even realize it until it's too late. I'm getting that's why this Five of Swords is here. Because you're winning. You're getting what you want. But it's morphing to something that... I don't know if I should say even that you're getting what you want. It's going forward. You wanted it to go forward. It's just changing. And that's kind of like the fruitless victory. Because you're still winning in the sense of like you're getting ahead. But it's changing from what you originally wanted. From what you originally intended. It seems to be out of your control at this point. I have to be honest with you. And I feel like it gets so far, and I feel like you have to speak up at some point. The Seven of Wands is like, it's subjective, like how long this goes on, because I feel like it's out of your control. At some point you have to stand up and say what you actually want and try to get it back on course. I feel like the whole point of this reading is to give you a heads up. The longer you wait, once you realize it's off course, the longer you wait, not only the harder it will be to change direction, but you might not be able to. As soon as you notice it going off course, you need to say something right then. It's not going to correct itself, and you're not going to be happy with where it's going. Not in the sense of like you're going to be devastated, but you're not going to be. It's not going to be what you really want. It's going off course from what you want. As soon as you notice that, that rough energy is at this part over here, because I'm getting you're not going to want to, but they're saying. As soon as you notice it, if you really need to say something right away, because the longer it goes, the harder it is to correct, and if you wait too long, you won't be able to correct it. You're just gonna have to go along with it, and you're just gonna get what you get at that point. So their advice here, the strong advice is, say something as soon as you see it off course. Like, say something, come forward, like, this is not what I want. I need this to fix it. Start talking to those people to help, ask them to help you to put it back on course to where you want it, because it's off course from what you want. Otherwise, you're going to end up with something you didn't really want. It may be good still, but not what you really wanted, if that makes any sense. It's kind of like you wanted a puppy and you end up with a hamster. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's what we're trying to say here. That's a weird one. But if you get the point, though, of like you want a puppy. Puppies and hamsters are very different to me. Sure, they're both fuzzy. Sure, they can both be affectionate, but one lives in a cage usually, and one runs around somebody's house usually. You know, you take them out and go for walks. You know, they play fetch. I don't think most hamsters play fetch. I'm just saying. Although I'm sure there's some out there that do, because hamsters are very interesting at times. But it's not the same. They're very different pet, in my opinion. But that's the point. Like, you might still end up with something, just not exactly what you wanted, and you might be like, maybe you don't really want a hamster. Maybe you really don't like hamsters. Maybe you're just that person that just doesn't like those things. To you, they're rodents, and you're just like, no. And you wanted a dog. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they're warning. They're trying to give the biggest warning here. As soon as you see it go off course, if you really want to get this back on course, and you really do, say something right away. Right away. Because you should get what you want. You've gone this far. People want to help you. If it gets, I feel like if you say something right off the bat, you can get it back on course to get what you want, and you should have what you want. But if it goes too far, it's just not going to be able to be turned around. They're just warning. As soon as you see it go off course, say something right away. Right away. Because people will be able to help quickly. It won't take as much effort. And I feel like it'll come together a lot better. You'll be a lot happier. People won't be that upset. Somebody might be a little a little ruffled. They might get a little ruffled feather feeling there. But, they'll get over it. They'll be fine. I think that's the best point I can make. I'm going to let that go because I think I'm just beating it to death. So I'm going to shut that down here. I hope that helps. If you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com. James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.